How can I teach my white students, my black students, my Asian students, my queer, my trans students, my cis students to fight for Black lives together?
Urbach says he uses his classroom at the Harvest Collegiate High School in Union Square not to change his students' minds, but to open them, to know there's more to the conversation.
They live in a society that is telling them that there is no struggle, right? And because oftentimes they don't experience the struggle themselves.
This week kicks off Black History Month.
This is what democracy looks like.
With 97 New York City public schools and community organizations taking part in Black Lives Matter Week of Action, focusing on racial justice and dismantling the school-to-prison pipeline targeting Black students.
We also wanted to take time to honor the ancestors.
Classrooms will be discussing tough topics like police brutality and racial violence. Kids in kindergarten through 12th grade will discuss these 13 principles of the Black Lives Matter movement.
We have restorative justice, empathy, loving engagement, diversity, globalism, queer affirming, transgender affirming, collective value, intergenerational, Black families, Black villages, unapologetically Black, and Black women.
There's a lot of undoing of like racism that has been done in schools, right? We live in a white supremacy society. So it makes sense that like a student might show up and be like, all lives matter.
In New York City schools, 56% of teachers are white, even though only 15% of the city's 960,000 students are white. 17% of teachers are Black, with more than a quarter Black students. And more than 40% of the student population is Latino, with just 17% of teachers who look like them. The goal of the Black Lives Matter Coalition is to improve the classroom experience for students of color by hiring more Black teachers, teaching Black history, implementing restorative justice, and using more counselors in schools instead of cops. Kalorama, Pix 11 News.